For Canadian student visa holders, you can work full time in your official breaks. There are two type of official breaks. One type of breaks are that university or colleges give you vacations, and for example they say that one semester is free or 1 month is free in vacations, in official vacations, in which you are not bound to study. You can work full time in 40 hours per week you can work. So this is a great news. And but second type of break, which is unofficial break, that colleges is classes are going on and you are not going to college, and from your side you are not attending your course, and you are not after enrollment you make break of education by yourself, then you have no permission to work. What is the disadvantage? If you will do this thing, you will not be able to get post study work permit. So to get the post study work permit which took place after your degree, after your education, it's very important, because that's post study work permit, PGWP, will be helpful for your PR, expected permanent residency. So therefore you have to follow the rules of the Canada. As I told you in the last days, that now students are much relaxed than earlier, because in the last months, almost 2 months, there were very harsh time for the Canada, because Canadian student visas are facing a lot of restrictions from all sides. But there were good news. Two good news came in the last 2 months. The biggest good news, which I announced in the last clip, that timing hour of the student was increased from 20 hours to the 24 hours. Earlier it was reduced from 40 hours to 20 hours. Now it is increased from 20 hours to 24 hours. It means that during your study you are eligible to work in Canada for 24 hours per week. So it's good news, because Canadian students are facing a lot of difficulties in getting visas, spouse visas. Some spouse visas, some courses are not allowed to go. I think YouTubers are regarding Canadian clips and telling that spouse visas are banned. I think that's not true. We should not write banned, because spouse visas are banned only. Stop banned mean spouse visa is completely banned. So it is not completely banned. Several courses students are allowed to bring spouse. Only difference is that when you will reach Canada, you will get enrollment letter, and then after getting enrollment letter you will send this letter to your spouse in your home country, and your spouse will make the file with this enrollment letter. She will apply to Canadian embassy, and within 30 days almost, they are taking such time. And spouse visa chances are maximum now, because all courses not permitting spouse to go with the student. So therefore, because spouse visa applications will be less in numbers, therefore chances of the applications will be less. And people did not aware. I am through YouTube, my channel, I am telling you, when you are going to admit in Canada, when you want admission in Canada, say to your consultant, or you are doing admission yourself, say to your university, please select that course. They know better than you, because they have a list from IRCC, Immigration Department of Australia, Immigration Department of Canada, Immigration of Citizenship, and Immigration of Canada. They knew, IRCC department, that which type of visa you can bring your spouse, and therefore by this way you can bring your spouse. And benefit of bringing spouse with you, that will be that you will be able to work by yourself as well, which is now 24 hours per week. And similarly, when you have unofficial break, you will be able to work 40 hours per week. But when you will bring your spouse there, your spouse will have complete open work permit visa. So that's also called open work permit visa, means she can work in any company, she can start his own work, she can start with any company, with any province. There is no any restriction. And benefit of spouse in Canada, a lot of people which they got benefit. You have two chances to get the PR. Number one, your case, because you are doing course, master degree or PhD degree or any professional degree from the Canada, and after your completion of study you will be given a post study work permit, and you had enough chance to get the permanent residency by that way. If your work permit is being extended, lot of rules are being changed, but now one petition is in the court in which court is deciding that students should be given work permit time more, because in new rules the work permit time was reduced in PGWP also, and extension of the work permit was also little a bit restricted. Now the court told that we are reviewing this application and we are reviewing that students may be given more work permit time. For example, one student do master's degree 2 years, he should be given 3 years. One person do 1 year, he should be given 1 year work permit, and any person who is studying professional degree, he may be given 3 year work permit with extendable. Remember, you have to stay with work permit for the 5 years, then you are eligible for permanent residency in the Canada. Therefore, court is thinking, planning and reviewing this shortage of the work permit duration according to new rule by IRCC. So immigration of the Canada, immigration of citizenship, Canada is thinking to change the rule, but court is thinking to reverse the rule. So these things are going on. This is the department decision. This was not the court decision to increase the work hours time, mean from 20 to 24 hours. So once again I will tell you, until you complete your study, you have to be very careful in using your working hours. If you will fluctuate, if you will do little a bit antagonistic, if you will little bit will not be aware of the laws, Canadian laws, IRCC laws, and you will do something extraordinary, mean that you will work more than normal hours, your work permit will suffer. Remember, when your work permit will suffer, your nationality will suffer. Your nationality or your PR, your citizenship will suffer, your spouse will suffer. Another way to get the PR is the spouse. When your spouse is there, he or she has open work permit and she is working full time in the companies, and you know that by spouse you can get the PR little early, because when you will finish your study, then your work permit will start, and that work permit will be after 5 years after your study, mean after 2-year education, after 3-year education, and then you will do 5 years work permit, work in top companies, then you will be eligible to apply for the permanent residency. But your spouse, right from the first day, is the first day will start, and 5-year work permit, definitely you will be there, your spouse will be getting work permit, and extension of the work permit will continue. If your spouse complete 5 years with good work in Canada with good company, he or she is eligible to get the PR. Remember, you get the PR, your spouse get the PR, you and children automatically get the PR. Similarly, if the spouse get the PR, you and children gets the very easily PR. So this is, you will have 2 chances to get the PR. Therefore, my opinion, my suggestion, when you are going to get admissions in the universities, you must ask that which university is giving, which course is allowing a spouse to go with you. But he or she will not go with you according to new rule. The spouse or children, they will apply later on when you will send enrollment letter. Canada says you have to come to Canada, you have to start your course, you have to get your enrollment letter, you have to send this enrollment letter to your home country, and then you will apply the visa, means spouse visa. Because a lot of students from India especially, because India is the big market of the students in Canada, some students were not studying and they did not get enrollment letter, and that was little a bit pricking factor for Canadian Department of Immigration, IRCC, and they changed the rule. So this is a good news. Working hours increased for the student visas. Keep watching World Immigration News for Irfan. Thank you very much.